Fight fans. This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live, relaxing on Sunday evening. To some of you guys, late Sunday night, and I'll let the chat load because I don't see anybody on here as of now. But man, enjoying this beautiful day. It is a very enjoyable, surprisingly warm day. You know, I'm enjoying it, man. This time last year was cold as Hades, right? But like I promised you guys, I was gonna go live for the Day of Reckoning so we could talk about it. I think it deserves more than just one huge stream, which is going to be one huge stream. Okay, to the fact we got Wilder, Joshua, Wileen, Parker, we got Miller, Dubois, we have Junior Fa, we have Bivol, we have Frank Sanchez, and I get Caballero. We have a lot of people on that card, so you know, let's talk about some of these fighters, okay, that we haven't really talked about, okay. Let's see, full card. Uh-oh. So we got Dimitri Bivol. You know, a lot of people don't even really talk about Bivol being on the card. You know, he's an undefeated WBA champion on a light heavyweight level. Okay, he's the light heavyweight champion. The unified champion in the weight class, of course, is Beterbiev, right? So Beterbiev and let's see, an IBF cruiserweight champion, Joe Apataya, scheduled to make defenses of their world titles. Okay, they're not fighting each other, but Jai Apataya is one bad mother sucker. You know. Let's see what else we have here. I mean, they're streaming everywhere. You know, Frank Warren, he has it on his platform. So we have Dimitri Bivol. He's fighting Lyndon Arthur, okay? And that's for his WBA lightweight title. Apataya is fighting Ellis Zorro, okay? Ellis Zorro is for Apataya's IBF cruiserweight title. Philip Hergovic is fighting Mark Demori, okay? That's the only guy that I didn't know on the whole card, okay? Aslanbek Markmadov is fighting Agit Caballero, okay? And those guys, both of those guys are undefeated, as far as I know, unless Agit has been defeated. I'm not sure. Let me take a look. When you guys come in, hit the like button, because I'm quite sure that a lot of people did not know that I was live. You know what? I didn't know either, so it's all good. Marlon, counterpunch to you, Kurt. Otto or Parker could screw up those Saudi plans for Wilder and AJ next. You're more concerned about Wilder's chin. I'm not sure, man. See, Wilder's kind of tricky because Wilder got a pass his last fight. So we don't know how Wilder's chin is. You know, I've been telling you guys that a long time. And I think because they're working on a lot of defense with Wilder, if you guys just saw the video I dropped with Wilder's new combination lightning speed punches, you know, I hope that wasn't sped up. I hope that shit was sped up because I would be disappointed, you know. But nonetheless, let's see. No. Okay. This phone is damn near gone, bro. Okay, so I get Caballo's record is no, he's still undefeated. So 23 wins, 15 by KO. He's fighting Arslanbek Markmadov. So those are two undefeated heavyweights right there. And I don't think that those guys get enough coverage. Okay, so to talk about that for a second, I get Caballo and Arslanbek Markmadov. You know, I think the go-to favorite is Markmadov. Big up England, big up UTFB 1986. Counterpunch to you, brother. Let's see. Yeah, it starts at 4 p.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern. So that means that shit starts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys are in my time zone, which is Central Standard, you know, so me and Showbiz, we're in the same time zone. Yes, it starts at 10 a.m. So Friday night, I'm getting all the sleep that I possibly can for that fight. So after the weigh-in of everybody, I'm going to do a quick breakdown. All my predictions will be done this week. I'm going to start after this live stream because I got to work tonight for a little bit. But after I do so, it's going to be lit. Okay? Bars. And that's for Caballo's European heavyweight title. Okay? So when Markmadov and Caballo fight, it's going to be for a European title. Frank Sanchez versus Junior Fa. Now, everybody knows Frank Sanchez. That's my guy. Okay? So that's my guy right there. I'm kind of bummed out because the color purple. I was supposed to be in Atlanta right now looking at the color purple premiere, but you know, I'm kind of bummed out about that. I didn't know it until like a few days ago. Thanks for the continuous counterpunch. Respect, Kurt. Appreciate you, brother. Bivol fighting a guy that's not easy. Well, that's a good thing. I think the whole day of reckoning, I don't think any easy fight should be on this card because there's no easy fights on this card. Every card has some type of, damn, wait a minute. You know, Mark DeMori is the only guy that I don't know about, so I can't vouch for. Everybody else is either undefeated, former champion, guys that should have fought long ago, but they did not fight a while ago and they're fighting now. It's a one big reckoning, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we also have Frank Sanchez and Junior Fa, Filip Hrgovic versus Mark DeMori. Okay, we all know Filip Hrgovic. We've seen the sparring sessions we've seen them. Let me move this. We've seen the sparring sessions, okay, and we've seen this. And we've seen how Filip Hrgovic gave Wilder work. And a lot of people thought that Wilder got beat up by a younger Filip Hrgovic. But I have to remind you, if you look back at that sparring session, Wilder was coaching this kid. He wasn't getting whooped and knocked around. He was getting hit because his defense at the time was super trash. Everybody knows that. But he didn't get beat up by Filip Hrgovic. Okay? So you guys, you know, I keep it fair. Yeah, man, I gotta keep it fair, man, because, you know, I'm something like Joe Cortez. I'm fair, but I'm firm, right? Gio, big up England. Can you say that again? Big up England, big up. that's Lennox Lewis, baby. I heard that motherfucker for like 10, 15 years at least say the same shit. Big up England. Big up. Super Meat Arteta. Super Meat Arteta. Recently found your channel and man, you are great. Unlike other clowns out there who are biased, at least you defend Joshua at his lowest point in his career when everybody else is just bashing him. Well, look, you're not supposed to bash any fighter. Okay, let's set this record straight. Super Meek Arteta, I'm glad you found the channel. Welcome, people. Welcome, Super Meek Arteta. Okay, to some non-biased community stuff, because this is where it's at. We talk, we walk, we bark, we bite. That's what we do over here. But more importantly, we fight. Bars. Okay? So, speaking of trashing people, let me tell you something. I'm not really big on that shit no more. Is bashing people. I like to look at it as more like a stern critiquing, if anything. But you know, like, why would you bash anybody? You know, especially when they gave you so much. So what people forget, see, people have short attention spans in the sport of boxing, okay? And they forget that this Joshua knocked out Povetkin, knocked out Klitschko, knocked out Charles Martin when he was undefeated, beat Joseph Parker when he was the WBO champion. What else did he do? Like, he defended all the mandatories, which that's rare, which we haven't seen since Klitschko, because he really took over the role of Klitschko. Now Alexander Usyk is taking over his role and has the opportunity to take on the whole show by getting all the belts, something that he couldn't do, unfortunately. But that's the whole point. If he fought the best people and the best people are still the best people, how can you dig in his ass so hard? He fought Usyk twice. He didn't have to fight Usyk right away. He should have took some time off. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's take a little time to deal with Usyk, because maybe Usyk might be beat by Tyson Fury, and then we might have a super fight in England. That's what a lot of people would have done. You think Al Hammond wouldn't have advised that to one of his fighters? Hell no. He would have advised, hey, how about we take some time off? How about we just take a break? How about we fight Otto Wylien, which is an easier southpaw? How about we do that first instead of going right back in there? You know, I mean, you gotta give him credit. Now, what he did after that meltdown was fucked up. You know what I mean? So, but you know, that just shows that he had a lot more, you know, bits up than we thought he had. So he wasn't as cool, calm, collective as we thought he was. Obviously, you know, everyone has a breaking point, and we saw that shit. You know what I mean? Did he need counterpunching? Did he need stern critiquing? Hell yeah, he deserved it, but he got it. How many times you gonna bash someone? Hey man, that wasn't right what you did. Okay, there you go. Let's move on. Let's move on. I just think Parker got some more skills than Wilder, and people are sleeping on him. He's definitely a threat. Yeah, look, listen. Again, people. He's a threat. Okay. He is a threat. He look, if he wasn't a threat, he wouldn't be in this card. Do you think Jarrell Miller versus Daniel Dubois, do you think that fight is a clear-cut case of somebody that's going to kick somebody's ass? No. We're not going to know. We don't know who's going to win that fight. We don't know that at all. I mean, Dubois can go out there and flatten Jarrell Miller because he never tasted that type of power before. Or Jarrell Miller can go in there and steamroll, there we go, steamroll right over Daniel Dubois. I mean, smash his ass. That could happen too. Those things could happen in the sport easily. That could easily happen. But here's the whole point. We don't know. Talking about Joseph Parker, okay, Joseph Parker, guy that we really don't know anything about, right? Like, we don't know how the style matchup is going to work with Wilder. That may be horrible for Wilder. Wilder ain't fought, really, to be honest, in 2 years. He's been in his last bout a little bit over a year ago. But he hasn't been in a fight in over 2 years. And when I mean a fight where he actually got hit. That shit don't count with Robert Alenius. Robert Alenius didn't touch him. Wilder was, look, this was Wilder. Wilder was just like this. Wilder was just like this. He was staying back from him because he didn't want to get hit. He wanted to land that right hand, and by God, that's what he did. He landed that right hand, and out went Helenius, like Helenius just got hit with a sniper on the 8th floor of a building some damn where. You can swear somebody else shot him. I mean, that punch, people were calling that a fake punch, right? So Whitney McCrackerson, now do Ruiz. Andy Ruiz. Now imagine Andy, man. I'm gonna do a short on Andy here in a minute. But you know, this is a sneak preview. Fuck these guys. You guys are you're just leaving me behind. I think it's bullshit. Why didn't Al Heyman help me fight one of these guys? Why couldn't I have fought Dillian White or somebody on this card? Fuck. Where's my dad? Dad, why didn't you help me get on the Dave Reckoning? Wilder's fighting Joseph Parker's bitch ass. Fuck. Where's my Snickers? What's your opinion on Southpaw TV? I don't know Southpaw TV. I don't know anything about him, so I couldn't tell you anything about Southpaw. I've think I've seen him a couple times, but I mean I don't really have an opinion about him. No guy test. Kurt, did Jake Paul opponent take a dive? I'm not sure. I've heard that he did. It did kind of look suspect. But like I told you guys, if that guy, what's his name? I forget his name. But if he took a dive, I hope he did. I hope he took a dive. Marlon, I hope he took a dive. That means he got some cash. That means he got about 100 grand, 50K, 200 grand, 250K. He got enough money to live comfortably for a few years. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that wouldn't, like, him taking money for a dive and nobody knew who he was, Beaumont, Texas, okay? You know, think about it. It's Christmas time, bro. He was like, look, man, we're going to give you 250K. Just open up your guard and let Jake Paul punch you in the fucking jaw. He's going to catch you with an uppercut. Let it happen. We're going to give you 250 grand. 250 grand, bro. Let me tell you something. In Beaumont, Texas, that could probably buy a house of his choosing. Hell, he probably already got a house. You know what I mean? If he's fought, what was it, 11, 12 times in 10 years, chances are he's a truck driver. He has some type of trade. Boxing isn't his primary thing. Boxing is something he done on the side. So if someone offers him an opportunity to take a dive in the sport that we love, that we hate so much, by God, you think he ain't gonna take it? Hell yeah, he's gonna take it. Like I said, I probably would take it. You know, but if I could let my ego go. You know what I mean? If they came to me and like, hey man, we're gonna knock you out. We're gonna give you 500 grand. I would definitely do it for $1 million. Matter of fact, give me $1 million so I can pay 400,000 on the taxes so I can keep a cool $1 million. Because with that $1 million, I'm gonna set up straight. I'm gonna set up shop. The only problem is the long game wouldn't be good for me. Because the first thing people are gonna say, because I'm gonna keep counterpunching, man, you got knocked out by so-and-so. Dillian White came and knocked you out, or Derek Chisora came in there and knocked you out, or Anthony Joshua came in there and knocked you out. Listen, I probably couldn't live that down, knowing me. I probably would try to fight him. I would take the money, you know, but they would have to give me the money before the fight. Let's say that. I wouldn't wait till after the fight, and then they may not pay me. I don't want to be like Martin Carefoot. You know what I mean? I'll probably end up being like Butch from Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis' character. He was a boxer. Yeah. Drop that knowledge on him, Kurt. The J. Roos Theory in the building. I see you coming up, dude. I see you. I see you. You guys, hey, you haven't subscribed. J. Roos Theory is all the way live. Bar. Subscribe to that man's channel. The J. Roos Theory. Gio, do you have some news about Dillian White? Eddie Hearn talked about Dillian White, and I keep telling people that I'm going to do a live about Dillian White. I'm going to call Dean. Dean is his brother, okay? So I'm going to call Dean and ask about him, because I haven't seen him, and actually, frankly, I'm getting kind of worried. A Parker win would devalue Fury's record. Yeah, anybody that beat Wilder would devalue that record because he's the only person that did it. See, the only thing that helped Wilder was by the time Ruiz fought Luis Ortiz, we already had evidence that he was just too old. He was just too old. He had no business being in there. He was just too old. But my man, 6 freaking days to go. Man, day of reckoning, bro. Day of reckoning. Man, I'm ready, man. I'm hyped up for it. I'm hyped for it. And I'm not even hyped. I'm just talking shit like I'm hyped. I'm hyped, but it's building. It's building right now. The hype is building for this 8-fight card. Okay? The smallest fighter is Bivol, and he's light heavyweight. Clever. It's crazy to think that if Wilder wins against Parker, it will be his first elite fighter he beat that is his own age group. Well, no. I mean, I guess, like, Wilder's, what, 37, 38 years old? Parker's 31. So, I guess Cat went on Christmas tree. Or went out like a Christmas tree. Vic is right. Wilder can generate power with that right hand from any position. Obviously so, and you got to be careful. The only thing is, like, a shorter guy could give Wilder problems, but the problem is the shorter guy would have to get inside. The Ruiz impression spot on. If Wilder beats Parker, people gonna say he was washed up and a bum. Well, they shouldn't say that. They should just respect the power of Wilder. Because if Wilder beats him, it's not going to be because he was just, his jab was so much quicker. And you know what I mean? No, bro. Wilder wins, is going to win by KO. We've seen him lose because he couldn't knock out his opponent. You know why he got beat by Tyson Fury? Because he didn't knock him out. That's the only reason. If Wilder doesn't knock you out, he's going to lose. That's it. If he wouldn't have knocked out Luis Ortiz in the first fight, he would have lost. He was behind on both of those scorecards fighting that old ass man. That's how it goes. That's Wilder all day. If he cannot knock you out, he cannot win. Fernando Vargas had the same problem. You know what I mean? He had the same problem. It came to a point where if I can't knock you out, I don't have a plan B. My plan A is going to stay my way. Knockout, right? Parker been active. I could let my ego go all the way to the bank myself. I don't know, Marlon. I don't know if I can, because this year is looking real good. I'm on a new television show now, so I don't know. I don't know if that shit will be worth it to me. Honestly, I don't know if that will be what, like, I don't know. Because I'm looking at longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I rather take 250 grand and lay down for some fucking YouTuber, or would I rather knock out the YouTuber and let my channel rise and let me do 2 or 3? No, I'll probably do about 10 shows a week at 400,000 or 500,000 views per show. I would rather that way, with 200 or 300, 400 or 500,000 subscribers, than to take that fucking money one time and let my YouTube, my family drop off. I'm pretty sure you guys, the dedicated, the 70, 80,000, so sure, you're going to be here, or whatever that dedicated amount is. But I don't think I could do that, man. I think I would play the long game and say, fuck the money. No, I'm going to knock you out. And then if I go in there and knock him out, then I will be the man. Oh, Kurt DeVille, well, that dude that used to box, and then he had a show, and somebody called him out, and he went out there, and he knew boxing anyway, and he whooped that ass. Now he's the man. Because you know I'm going to get a rematch somewhere, or I'm going to get another fight with somebody, if I choose to fight. Because if my YouTube channel flourishes, I don't need to do shit else. That's the whole plan. You know what I mean? I would rather talk to you guys for a living, take care of my family, take care of my father, my daughter, you know what I mean, my daughters, all this, take care of everybody, just by talking to you guys. That's the plan. Not to take or lay down for some other fucking guy that's more popular than I am. Fuck out of here. This guy here. This guy. AJ will make an example of Wileen. Stefanos Mandrake. Hey. Usyk will beat Fury. Soul. I think so. Hey, love you back at your J. Roos Theory in the building. And you get the suitcase of loot. Yeah, your channel goes up for getting KO'd anyway. Well, I don't know. You don't know that. I think the channel will be known for a guy that was a YouTuber that couldn't hold his own when push came to shove, versus taking a shitload of money. Now, how about you give me $250,000 to fight you, and we'll see who's better. Watch out for these bees. They sting. Yeah. Now, there was a little gnat, though. A little gnat, man. But what if you don't take the money and still get sparked out? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to get something for fighting somebody anyway. So if that's enough, I'm good with that. But if I win, you're a YouTuber too, bro. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. But it's like, this isn't my main source. It used to be. You know what I mean? Like, listen, this year has been humbling to a lot of people, to everybody in my industry, to actors, to stunt performers, to all of us in the union. Bro, we had to hump it. We had to do shit like, I had friends, I ain't gonna say any names, but I had friends that had to drive Uber because there's no films. They had to do something, right? And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have the lifestyle that I had. I couldn't go out of town. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. Thank you guys. You sound Chris Lees. He sound like Mike Tyson. Tell me the name. Take care of your father. God bless you. Absolutely. Remember Dwayne from What's Happening? Hey. Absolutely. I remember him. But no, man, definitely. If it wasn't for you guys, nah, man, I wouldn't. I would be in a very piss poor position at this point of time, and it takes sacrifices. But like taking dives for a fight, it would have to be for a stupid amount of money to do so. But then, for one, it has to be sellable. You have to look at it like, oh man, Kurt got knocked the fuck out. Like there's no doubt about it. Armand, you dropping predictions? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm dropping predictions. Counterpunch is the best boxing channel on YouTube. That said, I'd like to see you box Tommy Fury. Tear up the script. Stewart, Tommy Fury's too small for me. I'm 242 pounds now. Kurt versus Blue Blood, I'd watch that pay-per-view and all. Maybe Blue is I wouldn't fight Blue. I mean, unless it was like a charity thing, unless we were getting that bag. But I think I would need to have more subscribers than that. I almost got 100,000. I don't have 100,000. He has 200,000. So if we both probably had 250,000, so that's 500,000. I think maybe we could sell something. Julian Falcon in the building. I got Wilder and AJ winning by KO. Southpaw can box. I don't know. True Jordy. True Jordy, man, that's my guy. That's a big fucking dude too. And he talks too much crap. It's hilarious. Kurt versus Dennis Danis. I don't know who that is. Do you think you're a better boxer than Tommy? Yeah, I think I'm a better boxer than Tommy Fury. If Tommy Fury was my size, yeah, we would fight. We could always spar. We could always do that. I mean, he has speed. But as far as, boxing ability, I think he's kind of green around the ears, though. I think Wilder knocked Parker out. You think so, Jamal? I don't fancy Parker or Wileen winning a decision to fix his end. Well, I don't think they should go for a decision. I think they should try to knock people out. Yo, Kurt, what do you think of Bam's performance yesterday? I think Bam did one hell of a performance. I'm happy for him, Texas boy. I'm glad that he got the opportunity. Now he is the champion of of the band. Is it featherweight? Yeah. No, I think it was good. I think he came in confident. I think even though he was getting beat to the punch early on by the more inexperienced fighter, he still held his own. And what didn't hold was the skin of Edwards. It did not hold up. You can see this kid's face starting to peel away as those punches were absorbing on that particular man from them gloves, from that leather. Oh yeah, it was flyweight. Okay. When I think about it, being a better boxer than Tommy doesn't say much. Well, he's a Fury though, ain't he? Hrgovic versus Martin Bakole, IBF belt. I think Bakole would knock out Hrgovic. I just got to feel it. Bakole's a guy that he's been avoided, but understand the approach that he's taking to be known is tacky. Bakole's his whole approach is tacky. It's trash. Him saying what he did to people in sparring, bro, that you don't go far with that. And matter of fact, you're making more enemies. You know what I mean? You're digging ditches for yourself doing that type of stuff. Bakole should be more. He should approach it in a different way. I don't know what happened between him and Dillian White backstage at wherever they were at, Poland or somewhere. But him saying he stopped Dubois and Joyce and Usyk and all these guys, that's not going to get you fights. It's not. This is why Wileen is a safe fight for AJ. He doesn't do enough to win the rounds, really, and he doesn't have the power to really knock AJ out. So cruise control to win for AJ, worse comes to worse. Vic, I kind of partially agree with you on that. I think Wileen does pick it up when he needs to. I just don't think he has much in the arsenal. I just don't. I think Otto Wileen, like I told you guys, if Otto Wileen beats AJ, it's over for AJ. He's finished. Because there's no reason why AJ shouldn't knock out Wileen. And the good here's the sweet thing. This makes it real sweet. He's going to be the first to do it. See, Tyson beat him, but a lot of people think that he beat up Tyson, which he gave Tyson a tough fight. I get it. But if he can knock out Wileen, that will be making a statement. Yep. That will be making a statement simply because, Wileen is known for that guy that's only one loss that fought the WBC champion. He was a WBC champion at the time, but he took Tyson Fury to a dark place in a scary fight. That fight he could have lost. If the commission would have done their job, bro, that eye was just as worse as Vitaly Klitschko in the Lewis fight, in the undisputed Lewis fight when he was mandatory. It was just as worse, if not worse, because he had 2 cuts. They should have stopped that shit, but they didn't. So if they would have did their job, Otto Wileen would have been, he wouldn't have been anything. He would have just beat Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury didn't have a belt at the time. He could have claimed to be the lineal. He could have done that. See, I have a lineal belt. See, look. See the lineal belt, guys? See? Look at it. Look at its essence. Look at this belt. Look at this shit. Beautiful, ain't it? Yeah. What do you think about John Fury? What he tells about Tyson's training camp? Let me tell you something. John Fury will always be jealous of anybody that trains Tyson Fury, because it's not him. He can sit here and lie to everybody and say that he doesn't want to train his son. That's bullshit. He's left training his other son, Tommy Fury, because Tommy Fury really ain't serious about taking his boxing career to the next level. See, he's getting off making millions. Motherfuckers making M's for fighting YouTubers. Why would he fight anybody real? Why would Tommy Fury fight someone like Jai Apataya? Why would he do that? Look, he's not even gonna fight KSI again. That's how serious this shit is. They don't even want to see him fight KSI because KSI is too dangerous. The motherfucker has some tight, he's awkward, and he has footwork, and importantly, he has power. So there you go. Let's go, baby. Counterpunch to you, Mr. DeVille. Daniel Pines in the place to be. Counterpunch to you, sir. Edward's face was like a banana the way it was peeling. Yeah, dude. Thin skin. 2 words. Thin skin. Sonny Edwards had some fucking, yeah, he had a skin like a banana peel, bro. He had a skin like a banana peel. Joshua was going to try to knock out Wileen to make a statement and end up getting dropped. A real fighter. If that happens, it happens. But I tell you, if that did happen and Joshua ended up getting back up and knocking out Wileen, you know who would be rock hard? I mean, rock solid hard would be Wilder. Because Wilder sees something like that. I told you he ain't got no chin. I told you he don't have no character. He didn't know how to act when Ali put him on his ass. He got up scared. He tried to box. He got lucky. Oh, hey, AJ, how you doing? Much respect to you, bro. I wish you all the best. But anyway, he was scared. He didn't have no heart. He ain't got no character. Anthony Joshua versus Wileen public workout on Wednesday evening. Yeah, I got to see that. So we gotta go live for that. So guys, if you guys if you're friends of me on Instagram, add me, DeVille Kurt, on Instagram. Keep me in the loop in case I forget. Wednesday, I think I can remember, but you know, somebody drop me some messages, please. Otto not dropping AJ. Wilder said he wants Ngannou if he can't get AJ. Well, Wilder wants the big money fights because he knows that's what he's here for. He's not here for anything else. I think it was some bullshit that he called out Jared Anderson too. I just think he called him out just to be calling him out. No, he don't want Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson is a banana peel. A young guy like that, he'll make it his business to fuck up Wilder, but if he gets caught, that's a wrap. Kurt versus Andrew Tate will be a big fight. Andrew Tate. Andrew, you know, he lift them weights too. He's better with the ball head. I think he's receding. He needs to holler at me if he wants to, you know, Rocco. Partial head of hair. He needs to, you know, come see me. What has Otto done to prove the Falcon? Prove that Falcon. Okay. Fury will retire. Is Usyk beats him? Not sure he'll rematch even if he gets embarrassed in the ring. His mental illness will kick back in case he's too prideful. Conor Benn versus Keith Thurman. Who wins, Kurt? I don't know. I don't know. I think Conor needs to go to Keith's body. He got a good chance banging at his fucking body. Because we all know Keith Thurman. Everybody's talking about Usyk. Bro, Keith Thurman gets hit to the body. Bow! Oh! That motherfucker will spit out his mouth as he get hit hard. Kurt, who do you think wins, Deontay Wilder or Joe Parker? And who do you think wins, Philip or Demore? I don't know Demore at all. I don't know anything about him. I don't know him at all. So I couldn't answer that question. But as far as Parker and Wilder, I'll give you my prediction tomorrow. See, tomorrow I'm going to do AJ versus Wileen. And then I'm going to do Wilder versus Parker prediction. Then Tuesday, I'm going to do the other two, okay? I'm going to do Jarrell Miller versus Daniel Dubois. Then I'm going to do who else? Those two, because those are 3 fights. The other two, I'll do Mark Madoff versus I get Cabello. So I'll do those two Monday then Tuesday. So I don't want to clutter it. So next week is prediction week. Tommy Fury now against Roy Jones Jr. No, that's not happening. You know, John Fury turned that. He was like, no, that's a shit show. Tommy versus Roy Jones shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, I think like guys like Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, Evander Holyfield, those guys have no business fighting anybody that's under 40. No business. You can't be in your 30s. You can't be 38 years old trying to fight any of those guys that I mentioned. I'm sorry, that's not going to work. People saying Sonny Edwards quit. What do you think? Well, he wanted to turn. He wanted to throw in the towel. My boy Showbiz already leaked that. You know, he said he wanted to quit. So, you know, that's what he wanted. A lot of people do that. Billy Joe Saunders quit. He said he didn't want to continue. Amir Khan quit against Terrence Crawford. He said he didn't want to continue. He told his team, I do not want to continue. That means you quit. There's nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? They quit, bro. I mean, it ain't against the law, bro. If you feel that way, get out of look, the heat's too hot for the kitchen, so get out, right? He got out. They got out, people. Sonny Edwards, look at his face, bro. You think, listen, let me tell you guys something, all right? Do you guys think that boxing is easy? Do you guys know what it's like to be so tired that you can't raise your arms fighting somebody? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. In defense, Rene Padilla, counterpunching you, my brother. Listen, Filip Hrgovic never quit. That means he has character. That means he has the heart. It's in his character not to quit. I get it. I get it. My thing is AJ faced a better southpaw in Usyk, and Otto Eileen hasn't proved to be elite like that. Well, here's the problem. Otto Eileen hadn't got the opportunity since he scared the shit out of Tyson Fury and his team. So there you go in defense of Otto Eileen. Bars. Okay? Okay. I'm going to ask you guys a question. All 92 of you. For Common Kirk, boxing's hard for sure. Absolutely. And this is going to prove my point. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys have ever sparred before by Y and N? Y for yes, N for no. Have you ever sparred before? Can I get a Y or an N? Anybody? All 92 of you guys. Okay. All right. Tobias, yes. Stewart, no. Sol, yes. Pulverized, yes. Rene Padilla, por supuesto, yes. No, Armand, I don't understand that. Okay. Kryrox, no. Julian Falcon, yes. Armand, yes. Askip, no. Cool Breezy, yes. Okay, let's keep going. Armand, why? No, just answer the question. I'm just answering the question. Just answer the question. I'm going to give you the reason why in a second. I've been in the ring. Okay, you've been in the ring. Okay. Vic, yes. Cool Breezy, not easy. Okay. No, martial arts count. It can, but not boxing. Because boxing, you know, you can't thrust the person back and, you know what I mean? You can't tie them up, you know, because I did it all. Jay Roos, yes. Okay, who else? Luke. Bassington, I'm sorry. Yes, okay. It's far from easy, okay? Listen. Now, when you guys sparred, how many rounds did you spar? So can you give me that? How many rounds did you guys spar when you sparred? Do you spar every week? Have you sparred once upon a time? How was it? What's your level of sparring? What's your level of experience? Did you have headgear on when you did spar? Did you have a cup? Did you have a mouthpiece? Because my cap, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I'm not in boxing shape. I can probably spar, I can probably spar 3-minute rounds, maybe six. Okay? Because at 5, I'm like, fuck. I'm gasping for air. And that's with 1 minute break in between. Okay? 6, I'm about ready to drop dead somewhere. 3 rounds, headgear, mouthpiece, and it's awful in that 3rd round. Okay, so 3 rounds, headpiece, 3 rounds. Years ago, bro. Okay, no problem, no problem. Every 4 to 6 weeks, sparred many times, 11 rounds once, headgear, mouthpiece. I ain't never been 11 fucking rounds. Hell no. I ain't never been 11 rounds. You're talking about a guy that used to be an amateur boxer. What the fuck I know? I might as well be a Cuban. I don't know anything about 11 rounds. My cap is 6. And who said it? Look, and somebody could whoop me based on the fact that I will probably be that exhausted. Fatigue makes and creates cowards of men. So if you're tired, you're like, fuck, dude, I'm tired. I have nothing left. That's why when you punch yourself out trying to get in there with a guy and, you know, really drill in there and, you know what I mean, take that guy out and you're leaning, you're twisting that motherfucking waist. And you're smashing these shots, and you're giving it everything you got. You're exerting all of your energy, and by God help you if you're not breathing at the same time, because if you're not breathing, you're holding this in. Oh, you're trying to suffocate yourself. You're trying to suffocate yourself. Easy. Once your gas is over. Did you see Tywin Booth's recent fight with the left ring after a few rounds? Bro, cool breeze. I saw that shit. You know what? I was going to do a video on that, and then I thought about it and said, nah, it ain't worth it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, that person like that, Tywin Booth, there's a reason why you should come prepared. There's a reason for that. He didn't come prepared. You know, I like, he didn't want it no more. Maybe he got to, got too used to sitting on his ass, drinking Echo Forbes and getting YouTube money. You know what I mean? Because he has an audience. You know, he has a lot of rude Brits and, dark comedy motherfuckers that like his stuff. Some of his stuff is funny, then some of his shit ain't funny at all. You know what I mean? And then now I see why people kick him off of YouTube or Instagram and stuff, because he doesn't know where to stop, and he doesn't know the respect level of people, of a society of people or groups or circles. And that's what gets him in trouble. That's why he almost got knocked the fuck out by AJ, because he said something about AJ. I think AJ was out of line, though, to be real, because, because he said Lennox Lewis would beat him up. I think Lennox Lewis would whoop AJ. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think Lennox would whoop you. Shit, you know what I mean? What, I think that too. Remember Alexis Arguello versus Aaron Pryor, 14th round, little tainted because of the trainer Panama Lewis, but a great fight. Ricky Torre. Panama Lewis is one of the dirtiest fucking trainers in all of boxing. He had Louis Resto. This man took padding out of the gloves. Louis Resto knew he took padding out of the gloves just to give him an edge against Billy Collins, an undefeated fighter with 19 wins and no losses. And he fucked that boy up, and that boy was never the same. In fact, as a result, he got in a car accident and killed himself. And Louis Resto he went to jail for 5 years, and he could never fight again. Nobody would give him license. And now he is still, to this day, a crackhead in New York somewhere, probably the Bronx. Panama Lewis, though, I don't know what happened to him. I think he's still training. I think he was allowed to train again. Sad enough. That's that story. Kurt, they should make boxing heavyweight Grand Prix Super Ultimate Tournament. They already did. It's called Day of Reckoning. Stewart, Remy Sparring is honing your skills and trying a new technique. You don't do that in real fights. I'm trying to build up to hitting the heavy bag for 40 minutes straight. Most I did was 22. Those are good exercises. And understand something, though. If you're able to do something like that, it's going to help you definitely in a street fight to a certain degree. Because in a street fight, somebody's hitting you back. I know that people think different. CP, Kurt, blessings. Quad Life, thank you, brother. I'm just speaking from an outside perspective. Big pharmacy Miller. Yeah, well, you know, Miller is I like Miller. I think Miller's necessary for the sport. You know, if it wasn't for the drugs, Miller would be perfect. He gets a shit name because of the things that he decided to do. You know, because he decided to take drugs and to take an edge and to be malicious, people were like, damn, dude, that's really fucked up. But you can't take away his promotional gift. The man has a gift of gab, right? He has a gift to talk shit. He has a gift of gab to promote himself. You know, he's quick with words, you know. He's a guy. He can get under your skin quick. Look at what he did to AJ. All he did was shove AJ, talk some shit about him, right? That's all he did. So, I think Jarrell Miller is a guy that you would probably love to hate. I think that about Jarrell Miller. I think, actually, what he attempted to do made him more marketable because people want to see him knocked out. People want to see him lose. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to call this channel CP for obvious reasons. Why not? It's hell. When I talk to Bill Haney, that's what he calls me. What's up, CP? Shit, you see it? Look. All right? It's all good. Oh, man, I like CP. What's that? It's Counterpunch boxing news. Counterpunch. Armand, counterpunch. That's what it means. Do you think Usyk became a champion because of world politics? No, he did not. Usyk won, and he beat AJ fair and square. If you don't think that, go back and look at the fight for yourself. AJ had a good round number 9. It was back and forth. Those guys were, you know, going at it. But round 9, Joshua opened up. He opened up on an attack. You could tell it was sporadic. You can tell it was desperate, but you could tell that he made an attempt to get Usyk out of there for what he was doing. He was working the body, pow, 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 pow. He turned fists and trying to get Usyk, you know what I mean? And he was punching. Usyk was, you know, he was rubbernecking. No one clipped that. No, it don't, motherfucker. No, it don't. I never heard that shit. It don't. It don't stand for no fucking child. No, bro. No. No. We don't want our boy Kurt getting canceled. No, that. No. I have never heard that shit. Miller is actually not boxing. Hollywood will be perfect for him. Well, Miller, you know what? Miller could be, he could do a lot of, he could be a stuntman, or he could really be a henchman. You know, Jarrell Miller, you know, here's the thing. Jarrell Miller at that point, if he wanted to be in Hollywood, he probably, and here's the irony. If Jarrell Miller wanted to be in Hollywood, that's exactly what he should do. It's juice. You know, he would actually go back to juices. You guys chill with all that shit. That's not funny. Was Tyson Fury a racist to Anthony Joshua on the Lavis Matter? Remember that before? No, I haven't heard of Tyson Fury being a racist at all. But I mean, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to point the finger at anybody being a racist, I'm pretty sure somebody would find something. Kurt, if Ernie Shavers fought Sonny Liston, who would that play? How would that play out? Ooh, I don't know, because you're talking about two different guys in two different time frames, and Sonny Liston fighting someone like Ernie Shavers. Sonny Liston is not a movable. He is not an elusive target. He's there to get hit. I think if Ernie land that big right hand, he would probably knock out Sonny Liston. However, Ernie Shavers is not an elusive target. So you got two guys coming at each other like this. It's almost like a bear versus a big super gorilla or some shit. I guess whoever lands first, to be honest with you. What's your, oh yeah, it's 32-2. 32-2. Bill Haney trained you will win against Tate. Yeah, get him, CP. Yeah, show him, CP. Show his ass. Yeah. Double, tripled up on the jab, CP. Yeah, we train the CP. Yeah, I got him over there with Devin. Devin got him on that speed bag. Yeah, he dropping that weight too. Yeah, we got him off those pizzas and those beers. Yeah, we getting him away from the liquor store. You hear me? We getting his ass away from the liquor store. We don't do that over here anyway. Yeah. Wilder will KO Parker in 6, and AJ wins split decision. That would actually be disappointing. But will it be out of the ordinary? No. Because, see, maybe then that would prove one thing about Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin is probably just a tough fucking customer. He's durable. He's an opponent. He'll give you trouble. I don't see him with knockout power, though. I mean, he boxed up Dominic Breazeale, but Dominic Breazeale is a big, slow, and molasses wintertime, stay puffed, marshmallow-looking motherfucker. He ain't nobody. He has a good punch, but he's slow. He's sloppy. He's uncoordinated. Look, Otto Wallin just bop, 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 bop. He was just stepping, bop, bop, moving, bop, 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 and just stepping with him. And Dominic couldn't do shit but bip, bip. That type shit. He wasn't, no, bro. Wallin has Wallin, he has speed, though. He has combinations. He has grit. He has determination. Bars. That's what he has. That's what he has. But yeah, Otto Wallin, if Joshua gets knocked out by Wallin, it's over. Cancel him. Cancel him. Because it's over. It's over for him. I see Wallin cutting AJ's eye. Gassiev did nothing against Wallin. That was a poor fight. Yeah, I didn't really see, and I'm surprised that. How did Wallin win a decision over there? Because I seen the harder punches were by Gassiev. To be honest with you. But Frank Sanchez and Junior Fa, I think Frank gets him. And I think the next fight for Frank, it should really be for the WBC heavyweight title, but that's not going to happen. I think a fight probably with Mark Madoff, because they're going to throw him in there with Mark Madoff, because Mark Madoff is becoming a problem. Frank has been around the last 4 or 5 years. Okay? So they're going to see what Frank can do with a charging bull like Mark Madoff. Yo, Kurt, 2 months from now, I might have a job lined up in Colorado. Do you know any boxing gyms in that area? Man, I don't. I've never been to Colorado. I want to go because it's this elk steak place I want to visit, bro. Like this dude, he makes like it's a elk steakhouse. Steaks made from elk. Installing polar in people's houses. Nice. Yeah, that's getting big now. Polar energy, like solar energy. Solar energy. Yeah, it's that's the next big thing, and I think that should have been way in production a long time ago if it wasn't for oil and gas. You know, so you remember the guy that made the car that could run on water? They killed that motherfucker. They poisoned him and they destroyed his factory. Parker will be sleeping. Calchez. So I get Caballel, Mark Madoff. We got Mark Demori versus Philip Hrgovic, which I'm going to do some research on Mark Demori because I know nothing of him. So that's my homework for, to make a prediction between those two guys. Frank Sanchez, that's my guy. So I'm going to look at Junior Fa too, to be fair. Okay, I'm still rooting for, El Cubano, the Cuban Flash. And who else? And of course, Dimitri Bivol. So Dimitri Bivol, I think he always shows up to show out. He's been out of the ring for a while because he had an injury. I'm talking about these guys in general because these guys are the least talked about. Okay, that's why I made this particular live stream for those guys, because those guys need recognition as well, because they are also, pretty much the undercard from the main event of fights, okay, that we have later on in the night. Okay, just think this card was meant to be the undercard for Undisputed, but Fury fought Ngannou instead. Don't matter. I don't care. And even that was a treat to us because we got to see Tyson Fury get dropped on the seat of his ass. Okay? We seen him humbled. And it might have helped Fury, though, people. In closing, Fury might have been saved by that close ass whooping decision loss that he got from Francis Ngannou, because it made him understand, I could have lost that shit and got knocked out. Let me get real. Let me stop drinking the Guinness. Let me put down the lines of cocaine. Let me stop slamming all the whores whenever I go out of town with my brothers or my cousins or my entourage or my father, right? Let me do that. That might have helped him. So he might come into the Usyk fight well, ready, and steady. But you guys, I thank you for this first volume, 1 of 3 of the Day of Reckoning live. I gotta go. I gotta split. You guys be safe. I will see you tomorrow. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.